We are following more breaking news. The FAA says it's lifting its temporary closure of airspace over El Paso, Texas. It comes hours after they said they were stopping all flights for 10 days. An administration official tells ABC News Mexican cartel drones breached U.S. airspace and the Pentagon took action to disable them. ABC News aviation analyst John Nance joins us now for more. So, John, at first this was a 10-day closure announced in the middle of the night. Then it gets lifted hours later. What do you make of this whiplash we just saw?
Well, first of all, it's unprecedented, and secondly, it's really strange in every possible particular. You see, the airspace over the United States, all aspects of it, is a massive cooperation enterprise, and you don't just turn around and turn that off unless you have a really good reason. And basically, Terry, the FAA's got a lot of explaining to do.
So sources tell ABC News the FAA announced the closure because the Pentagon was not sharing information. How do those agencies typically communicate with each other?
Typically, they are wired together very well through the, if nothing else, the major command post in the Dulles Airport area in Washington. They know what's going on, and they usually give everybody as much warning as possible. Now, there's no question that if we really got a national security situation and it's genuine, then obviously the FAA is the agency to shut everything down. But we don't see it here, and we didn't have any explanation, and it was unprecedented in terms of the amount of time that elapsed between the supposed onset of this problem and the then reversal. As I say, the FAA's got a lot of explaining to do, and they do owe this system an explanation.
What's your concern level about cartel drones in the airspace at the border?
Well, it certainly is not unprecedented to have concerns about cartels and using aircraft of any sort, and drones included. But to have this all of a sudden talk about or lead to, I should say, a 10-day shutdown of a major airport, I simply don't understand where A connects to B here. That's one of the things that needs to be explained.
And then tell us about the ripple effects of a closure like this if it continued for, any significant period of time. 10 days they were talking about at first.
The ripple effect is just hard to fathom, but you start messing around with flights and canceling them and delaying them, and it ripples all across the country and then comes back several times like waves. Millions and millions of dollars are lost with any disruption like this. Again, if it's necessary, fine. That's what the FAA is there for. But to do something like this and to even threaten a 10-day shutdown of a major airport without any reasonable explanation, I think is again, not only unprecedented, but very unusual.
John Nance, thank you.